What is going on, you guys? My name is Curtis with the Seoul Dojo gaming channel, and this is our first impressions review of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Look, there's a lot of conversation about this game online at the moment, and I gotta say, I really like this game. A lot of people have these really weird opinions on it. Some are justified, some aren't. I just think that this game was in development for 5 years. If you remember, Nintendo had to restart development and give it to Retro Studios, basically the makers of this series. I mean, they have mastered this series, and you could tell with just the environments, the setting, the immersion that the developers put you in. Look, it's a great game. Does it push the series forward? No. Is it groundbreaking? No. It's just a very solid game in the series. Let me start off with some of the positives that I have in this game, and then I'll jump over to some of the negatives that people have and that I have. But first off, Retro Studios, again, killed the environment, killed the score. It looks absolutely amazing. It's running at 60 frames per second. As you can see right now, I'm in the first area, which is Fury Green. The environment looks good. As I said, the music, the score just really settles the game. It sets that tone. It looks beautiful. It looks amazing. I just really like the aesthetic of the game. It always looks so good, and they just did a great job. This company just knows this series so well, and they did an amazing job of crafting these linear-ish worlds. I'm playing this game on Nintendo Switch 2, so I can't really say much about the first Nintendo Switch, but on the Switch 2, the gameplay is very smooth, probably the smoothest it's ever been in the series. It's very smooth, 60 frames per second, as I said. The abilities are fun as always. The boss battles are really well done. Some of them are a bit hit or miss for me. I think some boss battles I've had fun with. The other ones I've just been like, this is kind of, they could have did more with this one, or maybe, hey, this might be a sub boss. This can't be a real boss because this isn't as good as I wanted it to be. But yeah, there's a few boss battles in there that I really did enjoy, and I think this is one of the stronger suits of the game. But yeah, overall the gameplay is just, to me, it's really good, really smooth, very responsive, one of the best in the series, hands down. Weirdly enough, Samus doesn't have any voice lines in this game unless you have, I believe, the amiibo. But what a lot of people have been complaining about is your companions or some of the NPCs that you meet. They are a bit chatty. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not see that. I don't really get that from this game. The experience, the overall experience is still very lonely. The NPCs pop in here and there to give you some dialogue here and there just to progress the story forward, but most of the time, I would say 80% of the time, or 80% of my playthrough, it's been that very lonely experience. It's just you and the environments that are around you, and just the feel of every area is so different and distinct, and it's just really good. I just can't see why people complain about it, but it's still that very lonely experience that you get from a Metroid Prime game. Story-wise, in Metroid Prime 4, Samus is, of course, in traditional fashion, stripped away of her abilities and her mechanics and gadgets and stuff like that, and she's transported to a new world with an ancient alien universe that she needs to unravel. So when you scan items, scan enemies, things like that, the world starts to unravel itself, and Retro Studios does a great job of building this alien ecosystem and really getting that immersion from the scans and from the dialogue. It really does a great job of world building. In terms of the NPC and the overall plot, you got to find 5 keys in traditional gaming fashion. This game does a lot of like gamey stuff that I really do like. Some of the backtracking I do appreciate, because to me that's a Metroid Prime experience, going back to other areas that you have already explored and using your new abilities to further the story or get more materials or get more abilities. That's just part of the Metroid Prime experience to me, and I feel like if you don't like that, you've never really played a Metroid Prime game. But I think some of these issues that people are trying to highlight, I think they're magnified because of how prestigious this series is. And to be honest with you, when you actually play the game is fun, and some of these issues that people are talking about, they're not as bad as they are saying. All right, one big complaint. I mean, it's not even a big complaint. Yeah, the desert area, of course. I feel like Nintendo has been doing this over the last couple of games. When you look at games like Mario Kart World, yeah, there's a big open world that doesn't have much to do in it. I feel like some of the Pokemon games have that. Metroid Prime 4 has that. It has its own big, massive desert area that kind of just is bland, but it does have some points of interest in it that is interesting. But I think this is another thing that is just magnified to a weird extent. Some people are saying because of this desert area, this is the worst Metroid Prime game ever created. Look, that's just ridiculous, and it's not as bad as people are saying. Yes, it takes time. The backtracking could be annoying. It can be annoying because you have to go through all this massive desert area, but it's not as bad as what people are saying. Another thing is, like, some people hate the level design and the backtracking. I feel like backtracking, you did that in Metroid Dread. Like, there's backtracking in every Metroid Prime game. Yes, it can kind of become annoying, but if you know what you're getting yourself into, if you understand the series and you understand the game, then you know that's what it's part of. Like, that's kind of the whole part of the thing. I get the desert area is so big, and you know there's no fast travel or anything like that, so it does become a little bit of a nuisance. But I don't think it's to the point that this game is absolutely terrible. You know me, I'm gonna talk about the game and give you guys my opinion. I'm not going to sit here and just rage bait or just hate on the game and say, I hate this game and I hate this game. It's like, I'm not going to play a game for 25, 60 hours and say I hate it. It's just ridiculous. You're just wasting your time at that point. There's people online, there's people on YouTube that are just hating this game just for weird, really weird reasons. I just think right now there's a lot of people that just want to watch games crash and burn. Like, there's just games out here that are really good games and people just want to see them crash and burn because other people like them. I don't know. People are just sad in their own lives or they have weird opinions, but everybody has a right to a mic and an opinion, right? Overall, what do I think about Metroid Prime 4 Beyond? I think it's a solid game in the entry of the Metroid Prime series. I think it's a good game. I love the visuals. I love the environment. I love how Retro Studios can immerse me into the alien ecosystem and have loads of dialogue. I do think that it is weird having NPCs in a Metroid Prime game, but I don't think they overstay the welcome. Yeah, I think the bike is really cool. I think the desert area, it's a little bit of a weird design choice, but does it deteriorate from the overall experience? I don't think so. When it comes to should you buy, wait for a sale, or skip Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, to be honest with you, if you're a Metroid Prime fan, which I think most people should be, I mean, this is a great series, I think you should go ahead and buy it. I think it's a good game in the series, very solid game. If you're a person that you've read some of the reviews or you read what people are saying online and you're kind of going in thinking you're not going to like it, I wouldn't buy it. I would not buy it because you're just simply just not going to like it. If there's any chance that Nintendo gets this game on a sale, heck yeah, it's a big buy on a sale. But yeah, I think it's a buy. My name is Curtis with the Seoul Dojo Gaming Channel. You can follow me on X at Kelly from the Dojo. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Seoul Dojo Gaming Channel. And make sure you guys get in the comments and let me know what you think about Metroid Prime 4. I really want to hear what you guys have to say, your opinions. Let me know what you guys think. All right, I'll check you guys later, all right? Peace.